I guess pretty young I learned that life wasn't like the fairy tales. You see, my mother was the sweetest person you'd ever meet. It was like she came straight out of one. When we was kids, she'd bring me and the boys ice cream on a hot summer day. And not just any ice cream, I mean that homemade stuff. That taste nobody else could produce. Yeah, she was always the best cook in town, but she wasn't just that. She had wits. A real charmer, too. Yeah, she was the best person I've ever known. But you see, in every fairy tale, there's gotta be a villain. Yeah, you see, every now and then something was wrong with my mom's face. It turned black and blue all of a sudden in all different places. Yeah, she must have some skin condition, you know, she'd cry about it all the time. So that's what I told my friends whenever they'd ask about it. My mom would take me out to the park all the time, and people would just stare and judge. It always made me mad to see my mom get gawked at just because she was different. Yeah, I guess I was too young to see it for what it really was. At the end of the day, my mom and I had to go home to a man that stood there and decided that she wasn't good enough. That she should bow down to him and all his commands. My father was a stern man and didn't seem to give a damn about me. One night, it must have been 12 o'clock, I had to take a piss. But when I walked past their door, I hear her crying. It wasn't out of the ordinary, but there was this other sound. It sounded like someone swatting a fly. I figured must have been a lot of flies in there, so I opened up. I'll never forgive myself for not doing something right then and there. She looked me right in the eyes and all I did was run away. Yeah, things were different after that. I was different. And so was she. The woman I loved became cold and distant. She used to talk to me with this voice. I can't even remember it now. That part of her, the part I loved, was gone. And he killed her. Or maybe I did. Would everything have been better off if I just didn't open that door? I guess it's better to know the truth than live a life of lies. Only now I knew my destiny. I was gonna kill my father. Only I never got the chance. He died a few months later and my mom for some reason couldn't live with that. I blame you for what she did. She was an angel and you dragged her down to hell. So now I come out here and I kill men like you. I don't have remorse anymore. You took that from me when I was a child. You took everything from me. I had to grow up and learn that life was just as bad as I've seen. I didn't have a mother anymore. I didn't have anyone. No one to show me that good existed. So that's why I'll come out here and I'll find every man that even reminds me of you. This isn't a goddamn fairy tale anymore because there are no heroes in this story. Just villains. There are no angels on my shoulder anymore. You took my innocence from me, and I won't let it happen to anyone else. Any vindictive bastard that's willing to hit a woman for the hell of it is gonna be staring at the end of my gun. So I'm gonna pull that trigger for any child out there that could end up like me, broken and alone. I'll chase them to the end of the earth, and I'll kill them all. So this is where I do my crime. Underneath the midnight sun. Because that's when you did.
When we travel at the speed of light, we age more slowly than those we left behind. I know by the time you get this, you'll still be young. Try to understand why I left. When you were born, your mother and I knew our lives came second now. I walk, a lonely old man in a youthful body, around the humans I left behind. When their message came from deep space, that Earth was to be removed from the equation, I was sent to talk them down. I stayed with them for years in faraway galaxy, on a distant planet. The company insisted on secrecy, and for a while I thought I'd never see you again, but I couldn't live with that. So I changed it. And one day you may be called on to dive headfirst into uncertainty, to leave the ones you're meant to protect. For a second chance, you have to see someone's soul. They taught me we do have one, and that our planet can sit turning peacefully. I'm strongest in the moments when I think of meeting you, my unborn son, grown now as you may be, growing all the time, like the souls of the earth.